Hakim, and say, this is God's instruction to the angel, and say, there is no knowledge but knowledge that you, and first of all praise to the Almighty, and say that there is no knowledge but knowledge that God has given us. Alimul Hakim, all-knowing and all-just. So, that's what we all do when we come up to the mic or when we come up to speak to people. Now I think you know why we say. I know why I am here today, to be the part of your fun. No, of course not. And I know our dear Sheikh Muhammad Idwal is responsible for the seed that was planted from me being here. And it really excites me to share something that means to me more than this earth. In the same intellect that I can talk about neurology. That's what I'd like to do with you tonight. And when I'm asked to speak to you, I'll give you the freedom of picking the topic. And I stepped away from the gate. So this is like Asbabul Nuzul. You know what Asbabul Nuzul? Asbabul Nuzul is understanding the word. Okay, next slide. Asbabul Nuzul is like understanding the origins and the circumstances under which the Quranic verses come down. So, far be from the holy word. But the background to which this topic came about was me thinking about what to tell you effectively, because I know the gang came and saw me and said, Doctor, give us a bit of motivation. And you know how I come in DIECH and all of you about what you should have to do and function, and always say I'm a mother-in-law, thank God gave me a YG. Some unlucky guy, I would be a super mother-in-law, yeah? And be true to that function. I thought, what I want students to know is to understand their role in medical school and where they're going and what they've got to do to fulfill their role. So, faith and function. Now, I was going to say medical school, will get upset because they also meet the lecturers. I don't know, I better look after my job. Okay, undergraduate medical school. I haven't lost my job, okay? Just about. So this is my pre-and side. Now tonight I won't be a painful neurologist I have to speak up with when you come for my lectures or I meet you in the wards. But I always tell you that it excites me and stimulates me that I can be with young minds. And today I told a patient something about how I won't be tempted into something unwise because I'm closer to 50 than I am to 40 years old. Okay. But I tell you what, being with young minds makes the closer to 50-year-old not think like an old man. It's got to be understood. And when I want to talk to you about something that's close to my heart, that should be close to your heart, I don't want to insult your intelligence. I want to appeal to your intellect. Okay, so that's the whole idea, the whole Asbabul Nuzul, if you like, of this lecture topic. Yeah? And I thought of something that's coming along. You know, Asbabul Nuzul is very important when you understand the circumstance under which certain verses come. And you are allowed to fight and kill them when you see them. That's all we put. And therefore people use it against us. And I'll tell you that bit of fundamentalism and Islamophobia. So I remember this verse very well. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. وَمَا مُحَمَّدٌ إِلَّا رَسُولٌ قَدْ خَلَتْ مِنْ قَبْلِكُمُ الرُّسُلُ أَفَإِنْ تَوَلَّوْا قُتِلَ انقلبتم وَلَا أَعْقَبْتُمْ وَمَنْ يَنقلب عَلَى عَقِبَيْهِ فَلَنْ يَضُرَّ اللَّهَ شَيْئًا وَسَيَجْزِي اللَّهُ الشَّاكِرِينَ. Now this verse came down, this from the Imran, 135, Surah Al-Imran, the third chapter in the Quran. And this verse came down during the Uhud War, when the Muslims were being routed, were being murdered, 300 over died. And they were losing heart when somebody said the Prophet's name. The verse came down, وَمَا مُحَمَّدٌ رَسُولٌ قَدْ خَلَتْ مِنْ قَبْلِهِ الرُّسُولُ. And Muhammad is but a prophet, Rasul. And there have been prophets like him before. If he were to die or to be killed, would you turn your head and run away? My translation may not be right word for word, but this is a tafsir. No loss will be to God, and give good tidings to those who are patient. Now, this very word, which reinforced the faith of the Muslims as they were fighting the battle they were losing and thought that the general had died, came to play at the end of Muhammad's life. When he died in Medina, Sayyidina Umar, Sayyidina Abu Bakr was away. Sayyidina Umar stood at the mosque, Masjid Nabawi, and said, "No, he's not dead, he's just for a rest, he's not." They couldn't fathom or accept that the Prophet is dead. And when you are alive in faith, you believe in something, it's like Arsenal being sent off because of Manchester United, the pseudo football team. I want to wear later. So anyway, he was so caught up in faith, Sayyidina Umar, that he could not accept that the Prophet was dead. Sayyidina Abu Bakr came and read the same verse from Haniffah that we just read. And as soon as the verse was read, Sayyidina Umar understood. Muhammad is but a prophet. And you will be killed or die. You turn your back and run away. There you are. Asbab also is to understand situations around which the Quran verses came down, and sometimes it helps you reinforce your faith. For me on this stage, be anywhere near that. But at some stage in your life, if you find that you're losing direction, try to remember what we discussed tonight, and see it will pull you back to an anchor. And if I can do that for you, I'll be very happy. In this talk, I thought it's important to talk about my views. Right or wrong, it's for you to discuss. I'm here to discuss with you, closer to 50 in age, you who are closer to 20 in age, wisdom on my side, I hope, yeah. To share my thoughts on the kind of insight we need, and therefore produce an outlook. And I thought it's a very nice combination of words. To look in and then look out. And to achieve that, you need a lot of effort. On your side, whoever wants to achieve that. And whenever I'm called to give a talk on religion, surprisingly I am, I always stress, me not from religious school, me from secular school, me not proficient in Arabic, me semi-proficient in English even. Okay, not bad. Ever heard my camera? But what So, I have faced the stress, my deficiencies, but I should not consider myself ill-equipped to speak as a Muslim who believes in what my faith is. So if you like, that's the support I got, my faith. And what's my motive? Next slide will show you. Next slide will show you my motive. But I put it there very kindly. I'm here to stimulate, not to offend, and tell you all that. I blast you to walk around, isn't it? Now, I'm glad the introducers talk about the Maulud polemic, if you want to talk about it later, but there's this thing about bid'ah and so on, about innovation. But innovations can be good and bad, and it's not the platform for me to discuss that. And I like the theme, it's very nice. One of the things that struck me when I was acquainting myself with the real meaning of the Quran, not just reading it in the Arabic. قل إن كنتم تحبون الله فاتبعوني يحببكم الله ويغفر لكم ذنوبكم والله غفور رحيم. Say, O Muhammad, if you love God, then follow me, and He will love you in return, and He will forgive you your sins. For God is all forgiving, Gafoor Rahim, all forgiving, forgives recurrently. Yeah? So, when I was in secondary school, Islam was so